You got this tooth that is causing you all sorts of pain, so you go to the clinic and get this troublesome tooth out. You come home relieved, free from all this suffering and pain, but a few days later, you wake up and you feel this massive pain just radiating, throbbing, but you just shove it off because you're a tough guy. Take some painkillers and sleep on it. But then comes the next day and another day. The pain doesn't seem to go down. Rather, it feels like it's getting even worse. And you think to yourself, oh my god, I can't go on like this forever. You, my friend, have dry socket. Hey guys, Daily Smile here, and welcome back to another dental session. Dry socket, is a doozy. On a pain scale out of a 10, I'll probably say this will be on like 12. Because the pain is so bad, it's gonna force you to literally give all your attention to that pain. But hey, the good news is that it's a simple and quick fix. But you still have to go back to the clinic and get this treated. Procedure is just the dentist will pretty much numb you with the needle anesthesia and clean the area and place some medicated dressing or packing into the socket. And the pain goes away. You probably have to come back once or twice more, but I'm sure the pain that you just got relief from, it will be a no-brainer for you to come back to those extra 1 or 2 visits. But of course, there are some brave souls out there who refuses to go back to the clinic. So here's something that you can do maybe, but I definitely wouldn't recommend you do this at home because you're in a traumatic, super painful state. You don't want to start poking things in that area. But what you can do is to clean out the area and put like a drop or 2 of a clove oil into a clean cotton swab and gently apply it to the area. But then again, I do not recommend this because 1, I don't know how well you'll be able to clean those areas with the tools that you have at home. 2nd, I don't know how sterile, how clean your stuff is at home. And 3rd, any mishaps or any mistakes that you may do during this time may cause an infection, and I'm sure you don't want to increase the amount of pain that you're currently in. So you get this dry socket. Well, simply put it, so when we pull your tooth out, the area that was holding the tooth now is open. So over time, it builds a blood clot or kind of like a scab, like as if you were to get a cut in your arm and scabs form. And that means it's healing, right? But just like that, in your mouth, when the tooth comes out, the whole blood becomes clumped up together and forms a scab. But when the scab comes off, just like as if you were to pull or scrape the scab off your skin or your arm, it will hurt a lot, right? It will be the same way in your mouth. When the scab in your mouth comes off, the area is exposed to like air, water, food, anything that you put in your mouth. And it hurts like crazy because that site, that area, has bone and nerve ending, and those are the one that is exposed to air, fluid, and food. You can't really see it, but I'll assure you it's there. And then it becomes inflamed. So to prevent the scab in your mouth to pop off on the socket, we tell you to avoid any activities that would change the pressure in your mouth. Meaning, no sucking motion like straw sucking or smoking or hickeys, etc. No harsh lifting or physical activity, minimum for 24 hours. Clenching or handstand, any exercise that will make your head kind of warm, we tend to tell you to not do that, at least for 24 hours. And of course, no alcohol because that does prolong the healing process. And we also tell you to avoid any mouth rinses that contain any alcohol because the alcohol in the mouth rinse tend to dry up our mouth. And we want your mouth to be moist so it can help you heal faster. We tend to prescribe you with a mouth rinse or use a salt water rinse, which works just as well as to clean up your mouth. Of course, you want to rinse very gently. You want the blood clot or the scab to form into that socket, and you don't want that scab to come off of your socket. You want that scab to stay and then heal the area. During a healing phase, the area, the socket might look kind of grayish or yellowish, but don't worry, it's a normal thing and it just means that it's healing. So when it comes to dry socket, you don't really notice till like day 3 or 4 post-treatment. Day 1 and 2 is when the scabs form. And day 3 and 4 is depending on how you kind of take care and maintain your mouth. It's when you know if the scab came off. Oh, you will know for sure if you got it or not because you have this unpleasant taste in your mouth. The smell isn't that great, and the pain just radiates from your teeth to your temple, maybe your eyes, pretty much the whole side of where that dry socket is located. so you will know when you have it. This all sounds scary, and I definitely don't want you to have it, but chance of you getting a dry socket is relatively pretty low. And many dentists nowadays use like a platelet-rich fiber or bone graft to promote faster healing, so it will even reduces the chance of you getting a dry socket. So you don't have to worry too much about it, but if you get it and if you think that you have it, rest assured, it's a very simple and easy fix if you just go to the clinic. So if this was helpful, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, because I make videos based on patients' concern. And if you have any concern regarding dental health, be sure to leave a comment below and I'll try my best to answer them with the knowledge that I have, and maybe I'll make a video about it.